Near record temperatures will persist in the Florida peninsula today and tomorrow, and finally cool down some from north to south. But South Florida looks to remain very hot in the coming days. So let's get started on the latest advisories and what the National Weather Service offices have to say about the heat today. So for today, wow, very hot today along the east coast of Florida, right? Heat index approaching 100 degrees all along the east coast here, which is very unusual. Sea breeze is not going to look like it's going to really do anything today. Maybe if you're just along the coastline, possibly. You can go swimming out here. Hopefully it'll cool you off some, but as soon as you get out, it's going to be hot, right? Heat index means how it feels on your skin. So actually, air temperatures will actually be less probably, but need to heed this today. I would not try to go out to the theme parks today, do anything outdoors. It's going to be brutal out here. All right, not extreme, but hot enough to really cause some problems today. So East Central Florida daily climate records here. Orlando, Leesburg. You see they hovering around the mid to upper 90s here, right? Average highs are in the 80s. So I think we may come close to breaking some records today. Thankfully, we might get some rainfall, although we could get some severe weather that could be impactful, maybe ruin your day, right? But I'd rather have rain and clouds than the heat any day. Brief tornadoes can't be ruled out here along outflow boundaries or any other boundary that's set up along the coast here. Gusty winds, frequent lightning. So most of East Central Florida is in the marginal risk for severe weather today, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Rip currents are likely today. 1 to 2 foot surf today. All Atlantic beaches, Daytona, Space, and Treasure Coast. So maybe you shouldn't go swimming. I said to go swimming, but I would not go swimming out here. If you need to get in the water, just hang out in the just before the wave break, like right on shore here. All right, or go to the pool at your neighborhood pool or something like that, or stay inside. Don't go out and try to do anything strenuous today. If you do swim, go out near a lifeguard. Don't go in an area if you're going to go swimming in the ocean that is not monitored here. Tomorrow, there is also a chance of severe weather here. Frequent lightning strikes, excuse me, gusty winds, hail up to 1 inch, and a brief tornado. Up to 5% chance for tornado on Volusia County. I'm not sure which county it is here. 3 p.m. to midnight tomorrow. And here's your temperatures for today, your actual air temperatures. So they're not going to be record temps, right? But it doesn't mean it's not going to be hot. A lot of moisture in the air, right? Thankfully, thunderstorms. Looks like either likely or possible today, especially along the Space Coast here. So that's good news. Now we move into South Florida. Heat indexes are forecast to be over 100. I know it's a little blurry. It's kind of blown up here. So stay hydrated. Pretty much the same message as we had up in East Central Florida. All right. Today's actual highs may approach records here, Everglades City and Milky, Flamingo, right along the coast to be in the 80s and 90s, but the heat index will make it feel miserable out here. Same message as before. Today's South Florida rain chances, not that high, 15 to 40%, depending where you're at. So if you do get some rain, hopefully the sun won't come back out, because if it does, it's going to be hotter than Hades. I hate to say it that way, but that's just it there. And if we look at daily highs and lows to the Miami, Florida area, there's just one climate graph here showing how high above normal these temperatures have been. 94, it was a record on the second, still be in the mid to upper 90s here. If you see the record here on the second, right, the average high is 86. So 3 to 4 degrees above normal and almost 7 degrees above normal on the second here. And if you look at Daytona Beach for records, there's a record high sent on the 7th, 97 degrees, right? Normal high on the 7th was 93 in 1952, so quite 8 degrees above average here. Now, if we look at Orlando, high of 96 yesterday, record was 98, so not very far from record here back in 1915. You see that? Crazy stuff. I don't know if we'll quite get to 96 today in Orlando, but that was yesterday, was very hot here. Moving on to Leesburg, Florida. You see the high here, record high on the 7th. A lot of record highs were set in the 7th here. 5.5 degrees above normal, 10 degrees above normal here. And the high was set in 1977. So some of these records have been set, have been there for a long time. So quite a interesting thing here. You see on the 3rd and 4th, we had colder temperatures, right? Normal 65, record low 53 way back in 1968. So quite a variation in temperatures here. And it's not normal in Florida for it to be quite this hot air temperature wise, right? So I don't care what you say, it's brutal, even if it's you're used to the heat there. So heed your local National Weather Service advisories and warnings, things like that. They know best for short term to talk about any heat risk and other things that are going on. Watches, warnings, and advisories in Florida today. As always, I appreciate y'all watching and allow me to serve you and provide you with the best information possible. Have a great Sunday and have a great Mother's Day. God bless.